Let's be honest, we all basically live in Google Workspace. But what if the tools you use every single day could do more than just sit there? What if they could actually anticipate what you need next? Well, that's the whole idea behind Gemini. And we're going to break down how this AI isn't just some extra feature, it's a complete upgrade to how you get work done.
Okay, I know what you're probably thinking. It feels like there's a new AI tool coming out every week. So, is this just another AI chatbot? The short answer is no, absolutely not. And the difference really boils down to one single powerful concept: context.
You see, most general AIs out there learn from the huge public internet. Gemini for Workspace is different. It learns from your work. It has secure access to your drive, your emails, and your documents, which means it actually understands your projects. And, most importantly, your data always stays private. It's protected by the exact same enterprise-grade security you already trust for everything else in Google Workspace.
And the best part? You don't have to go download a new app or open a new window to use it. Gemini is built right in. You just look for the Help Me Write button or that little sparkle icon you'll start seeing everywhere. In Docs, Gmail, Sheets, it's already waiting for you inside the tools you're using all day long. Because it's integrated like this, it creates a huge shift in your workflow. We're talking about moving away from the pain of staring at a blank page and into a totally new way of working. We call it the draft and refine loop. It's really about shifting from just working hard to working smart. Here's a good way to think about it. Let Gemini handle the first 80% of the work. The initial draft, getting the basic structure right, all that boilerplate text. That frees you up to focus on the most valuable part, the 20% where you come in. That's your strategic insight, your creativity, and that final polish that makes the work truly yours.
So how do you get Gemini to do that heavy lifting for you? Well, you don't need to become a prompt engineer, I promise. It's actually a super simple formula we call the RCT prompting model. This is your key to getting exactly what you need from Gemini pretty much every single time. Let's break that down real quick. R is for role or recipient. Who are you writing this for? What's the tone? Is it for your boss or your teammate? C is for context. Which specific document, email, or spreadsheet should it use? Honestly, this part is the secret sauce. And T is for task. What do you actually want it to do? So here's a perfect example in action. Instead of saying something vague, you specify the role. It's for the executive team. You specify the task, summarize the key risks, and critically, you give it the context, that specific Q3 project deep dive document in your drive. Because you pointed Gemini to a real file, the output you get is actually relevant and fact-based. Okay, theory is great, but let's see how this stuff actually works. We're going to dive in and see how the RCT model and that draft and refine loop can literally give you hours back in your week, starting with the apps you probably have open right now. And we have to start with the place that probably causes the most stress for all of us, the inbox. Email overload is a real thing, right? Well, Gemini has some seriously powerful tools to help you fight back. You know those email threads that are a mile long? With one click, you can get an instant summary. You can draft replies that actually understand the context of the whole conversation. And get this, you can even tell it to pull specific facts or numbers from a file in your drive to make sure your email is accurate. Imagine that. No more switching tabs to copy and paste data. It's a game changer. Okay, so we've started to tame the inbox. Let's move on to the next big challenge: staring at that blinking cursor on a blank document. It's a universal feeling of dread, but let's see how Gemini just lets you skip that part entirely. Right inside Google Docs, you can get a draft of an entire document from just one simple prompt. You can take a super dense 20-page report and boom, instantly get a clean, bulleted executive summary. Or you can take something like a formal memo and instantly transform it into a casual FAQ for a different audience. It's all about creating and repurposing your work in seconds, not hours. Now, here's a really important idea to grasp. Once Gemini gives you that first draft, that first 80%, you don't have to keep writing new prompts from scratch to make changes. The whole workflow is designed so you can easily refine what's already there. It's literally a one-click deal. Is the draft a little too casual for the CEO? Just click Formalize. Is it way too long? Click Shorten. You can instantly adjust the tone and style without ever having to think up a new prompt. It's incredibly fast. All right, with all this power, it's really important to have the right mindset. The best way to think about Gemini isn't as an autopilot that just takes over your job,
Instead, think of it as a brilliant co-pilot that's there to help you. And this is absolutely key. Gemini provides the draft, but you provide the final expertise. You bring the unique business context that only a human can. So you should always fact check and review the output. And just to say it again, this is all built on a foundation of security. Gemini respects all your existing drive permissions. If you can't see a file, neither can it. Simple as that. So, as we wrap things up here, the real question isn't just about what Gemini can do. It's about what you're going to do with it. Think about your daily workflow, all the emails you write, the documents you create. What is the very first, tedious, time-sucking task that you are going to reclaim with your new AI copilot?